nutty. That guy makes a new combo video every week.
So I played a Cobalt in tournament at tipped off 5.
Okay.
I got 9th at that tournament, I think.
The olden days.
It was like one of my few good tournament placings. Actually, I always did okay at regionals, and I did really bad at nationals. At regionals, I got like 5th to 9th.
Okay.
I think I got 3rd once. I don't remember, but at that time, Lamtrops has been training me, so I did really well against a bunch of people when I played Cobalt. When I had, he was ready for a lot of things that I went for because they were, lamb chop things, and I asked him, how he thought about my play and what I could be doing different. He's like, well, the main thing was that I felt like I had seen all the stuff you had done before already. And he's like, because you've been learning from chops, right? I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I think about watching that match, right? That made me feel that between Yort and Hobo, because even if Yort has a bunch of these labbed out laser spacings, a bunch of these labbed out punish game things, as soon as Yort was put into that awkward spot where Falco can't shoot lasers, but he has to throw aerials, Hobo will just dominated.
Yeah, you are actually very correct. That is an interesting observation.
Okay, so this matchup.
All right, now this is actually a pretty classic matchup. These two players have quite a history in like the last year. So for a long time, or at least for like a several month period, SDeems was destroying CAUP. Like it wasn't even like CAUP would just lose to FTL Fair.
Yeah.
But I think actually recently CAUP, if not if he doesn't have a winning record over SDeems, he has an even record.
Even record.
In like the last couple months.
So
So
that was a stitch. So it's kind of like the inverse of Ostentatious Baka.
Yeah.
Where that was cursed in one direction. And was that a stitch?
Yeah, it seems to be going. It seems to be going a little more even
now. That's cool.
I talked to SDeems about it, and he was like, "Yeah, CAUP's like actually like a problem now.
Oh, okay.
Like something I have to work to beat.
Yeah.
Instead of beforehand. I think CAUP just like changed his mentality about the Sheik matchup in general.
That's good. That's really, really important. Sometimes the difference is all mental. So I got to commentate with CAUP a little bit earlier, and it was great. Well, he did mention I generally call him a labber because he has a lot of really crazy cool beach tech.
Yep.
And he told me he hadn't really labbed anything in like 3 years. And I was like, oh.
Wow. I guess he's just like. To be fair, I mean, if it's everything's probably on the internet, you just have to find it.
That's true. He did mention that he does go on like Smash boards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think that also goes to show that hard work at any point will pay off no matter what.
Yeah.
Right? Like he had labbed something like crazy 3 years ago, and he's applying a lot of the tech now. Then that's even more impressive, and that's more important too, right? It's like the scientific approach can work, even if it takes some time to.
It takes quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So for a long time, our most important data on this matchup was Armada versus every Sheik. And Armada just won because, one, he was generally a better player, and two, he has a ton of experience against Sheik.
I mean, Armada's obviously like, you're not really going to find a Sheik that can like be at that level.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I think the matchup's relatively even. I think Sheik has a lot of. I think Sheik's reliable kill confirms and great edge guarding tools are very useful against Peach.
And NTSC especially.
Because while you're not gonna like in a situation like, okay, well that might have killed on bad DI, but.
But it was good coverage.
Yeah. Like I feel like Sheik. In general, it has a pretty easy time hitting Peach while she's off stage. I think that's an important tool in the matchup against Peach.
That is true, but I think if you... Oh, God.
Crouch canceling, of course, is like the thing that Peach has against Sheik for sure. Like, one of Sheik's big weaknesses as a character is that, she gets crouch canceled by the entire cast.
Right.
And Peach's crouch cancel lasts a long time. So
that's one of the things I think when you watch Armada play, 75% of his game plan against Sheik, he stays on his side of the stage under a platform, dashes forward, wave dash back, and looks for down tilt.
Yeah.
He looks for crouch. He either crouches to bait like he's pulling a turnip, or just to crouch, right? And the start of down tilt animation, looks like Peach crouch, part of it. So, very tricky stuff, very difficult to approach on.
Yeah.
And you don't want Peach to farm for turnips. Oh my God. Put him at 69 though, so that might be a problem.
Yeah, he's in the golden %.
It's the sex number. The number that means sex.
I get it.
Yeah.
Good one. I wasn't going to acknowledge it, now I have to.
Oh no, SDeems barely didn't get enough pullback there.
Yeah.
I thought the power shift would have helped him out further by pushing Sheik back further, but
No, yeah, it was clearly an execution error.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that was a decision he made.
Deems is now at the
Wow.
number that means
What
sex.
what a game that's turned around. Oh
via eroticism.
Yeah.
And
truly, there's a lot of tension in this set.
sexual tension, right?
Yeah,
right.
of course.
You're implying very directly.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. It's gone.
It's
oh
gone.
no!
So my favorite thing about CAUP is his little like his little peach bomber thing.
Yeah.
Where he'll float in on the umbrella with the bomb in his hand.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny.
Oh, the spot dodge. Did not expect. Well, that tight spacing in the corner. That was very, very impressive stuff from CAUP. You can see he's playing his Armada game now, playing his lead a little bit. As soon as he jumps towards Sheik, it was over.
Yeah.
Oh, that fair was perfectly timed.
Those up smashes are not what you want to see.
Perfect 100 IQ match.
Great fair.
100%.
Great delay on that.
Oh. Okay.
Well, Peach is overpowered.
Peach is a tank. Oh, okay.
Never mind, Sheik is overpowered.
What a game, though.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, that's why.
So Deems lived through 2 stitches and a bomb.
Yeah, no, that was.
And a bomb.
That's to me, honestly, I hate that. Like if I get like misfires and I lose still, like if I get like 3 and I still lose, it feels so bad because like you even had the RNG in your favor.
Well, you know.
So it's like, I wonder what CAUP's thinking right now. Glad he's wearing a nice polo instead of his usual garb.
Yeah.
He wore an H-Box shirt last time. I was not a fan.
He's looking a little less gamer.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Maybe a haircut would be in order, but you know,
yeah,
he can express himself however he wants.
At least I think he could tidy it up a little bit, or he could make the look work with the way he's dressing. It's going in that direction, I think.
What CAUP looks like with a man bun.
Oh.
Could be an interesting change of pace. I'll talk to him about it after this. So CAUP stands for Cool and Unusual Punishment.
Which is sick.
Yeah, but I wish it stood for Cool and Unusual Peach. I think that'd be so much sicker.
Oh my god.
That was also dope.
Okay, he called that out really hard. That's a pretty early kill for this matchup on this stage.
Yeah, because the last game was the kills were definitely few and far between. Like, in terms of timing.
Oh, that was sick by CAUP. The double jump canceled momentum shift. It's almost like kind of like an air dash when you use it like that, and it totally threw Deems off. He was not ready for that at all. Oh no! All right, so that's one of the situations where one of the things about being a really precise player. I don't want to say labber anymore because he hasn't labbed, but
yeah,
he's definitely a precise player.
Yeah, I would say so. I think his dash dance is really good.
Yeah. One of the things about being that precise, though, is lots of times you don't want to pull the trigger on, the spammy option, right? But a couple of situations in CQC, if CAUP had just mashed down the yellow stick, he would have come out ahead.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta like,
oh, no.
you gotta make the opponent respect that option. You know?
Yeah, yeah. If you never do it, then they don't have to respect it, right?
Yeah.
That's a really common thing for players to lose sight of. If recovering one way hasn't been working at all, sometimes,
yeah, you just get in the mindset of like as you're improving, it's just like this is a bad move. This is a move that works on bad players.
But it's a mix-up.
But it's a mix-up, yeah.
Oh, well, sick.
I didn't quite get the turnip bullet time.
Also, I do like the way CAUP uses his. Oh, that was sick.
That was nuts.
I like the way he uses his double jump to change float heights drastically, but there's a risk associated with that, right? If he gets clipped or caught, he doesn't have his double jump. So he's got to be really smart about where he's placing, and he has been so far.
His spacing in this matchup is very impressive. And in particular, I like his use of back air.
Yeah. You could say that his back airs have been pretty nice.
Yeah. Great back air.
Yeah.
Great back airs even. Excellent back air.
Oh, that grab.
He's just so in tune with like the mix-up of like the proper delay too on like fair.
Yeah.
Like he's just CAUP like always gets hit. Not there though.
He's just been managed to sort of find ways to sort of box CAUP in when he has center, or when Deems has center. So it's made a big difference.
Oh wow, creative.
Uh-oh.
And sometimes that'll happen.
I wonder if we should have gone for the jump into the turnip thing.
Oh yeah, that
Oh!
that would have been a very convoluted situation.
That drop was sick. Okay.
He had time to connect that.
The DI was also very questionable.
Yeah.
CAUP's had some questionable DI in some of these.
Yeah, you'd definitely be getting more mileage out of his stocks.
Yeah. It's like kind of unusual for Peach to die that early from like aerials, right? Oh, the regrab. I think you're supposed to be going for up tilt there if they're DIing the F tilt every time. But once again, you see CAUP being very, very oppressive with his corner hold. Keeping CAUP securely locked in the corner until that moment.
I feel like CAUP has been in the corner for like most of the set. Like Deems just like keeps him in there, and the neutral is usually just about like if CAUP can like space his way so precisely out of this fair range, like while being in the corner.
Yeah, it's been like you said, CAUP or SDeems has kind of made a playstyle out of his ability to hold center and keep people in the corner.
Okay.
So CAUP managed to get enough reversals to change that up.
So he won that game on FD, which is you know, obviously good. You want to win on your counter pick, but it's a bit closer than I think it should have been. I feel like Peach against Sheik on FD is a bit harder to win than that. So
Deems definitely, he managed to sneak that up smash read, and he got a couple of really early kills off of aerials. So
what is going on here?
Yeah. Our card getting an order in real quick.
Yeah, ordering Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing.
Yeah, yeah. I would do that to get his attention, but he was ordering food. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's working hard, you know.
Yeah, he's a hard worker.
Okay, there goes the up tilt, and there's but the thing is, CAUP was already ready for the smash DI out, so Steve's gonna have to find a different answer. Maybe you can just go for yeah, there it is. I was gonna say go for a fair in that situation, but Deems already prepared. Oh, that waved that shot.
Whoa, that was I don't think I've really seen that before. Not from Peach.
Yeah. I think in this situation also, Deems is more than happy to go for those kinds of trades to get Peach off stage. Because Yoshi's, you know, once again, small blast zones. Peach will die relatively quickly, even though he died relatively quickly last.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, there's the bait. I was gonna say, one thing about that Peach stall is that it's not invincible, so Peach is forced to either double jump the grab ledge or up B, and you know, CAUP was looking for the up B, and he got it.
Yeah. Oh, flipped all the way out there.
Oh!
He just says, no, you do not get to go all the way out there and live.
Yeah. It's like when you're a kid, you're throwing like pebbles at things.
Yeah. It's pretty predictable wall jump, but I guess CAUP was in position to punish it.
Yeah, it's tough for Peach to punish that, I feel like, some of the time.
Yeah. Also,
doing the anti-Peach that we hold down on the first down smash hit, it's really awkward on Yoshi's because the slant sometimes forces you back into the down smash.
Yeah, the slant is, it can definitely interfere with many aspects of this game. I hate the slant.
Oh, the random play.
Honestly, ban Yoshi's.
Ban Yoshi's before Stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Stadium is a ridiculous stage.
Oh,
no.
almost
got it.
That was actually really sick from Deems.
Ooh,
no, he's falling apart. Just a little bit, though.
God, that feels so bad.
I think Deems is pretty good about keeping his composure, but he slipped up a little bit there.
So it's actually kind of interesting. Like, crouch cancel against Peach is really strong.
Yeah.
But it's so scary. It's so scary.
That's true.
Because it's strong for like every other 200 kit, but you crouch cancel the down smash. Well, you can crouch cancel the first shot, obviously, and then shield, and you can do some stuff there. But like, you hold down a little too long, you're taking a lot.
Yeah. Oh wow. I preempted that super hard.
Yeah.
He went right into it. But yeah, you're definitely right. You know, crouch canceling a lot of her stuff early on is super good, but hits that yellow stick down and
yeah. Now he's really going for it. He heard us. He's like, I'm not spamming it hard enough.
I gotta use that yellow stick a little harder. Okay. Top a little greedy there for that back air, but you gotta try to time that.
Oh, okay. That's the second time he's caught Deems trying to catch him out of the up B.
Oh no.
Okay.
There's a couple ways you can do that cleaner. You can like try to jump around the up B. Actually, I did lab this a little bit. Peach can up B, away from ledge a little bit, but if she's going for the perfect sweet spot, you can jump around it pretty cleanly.
Oh, okay.
Because it only has hitbox upwards and in front of her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it depends on the spacing, but with CAUP's like double jumping that close to the ledge, you can just grab ledge from there.
Deems went Yoshi's, right?
Yeah.
Yoshi's. So I guess he decided that the, Peach's strong aerials, he can also die very early. So he still wanted the, I guess, smaller stage.
Yeah.
But maybe more survivability.
Oh, that was really cool, actually. CAUP kind of baited that he didn't have a double jump by floating early, and then he dropped down and double jump and, you know, came back with an aerial. That was really, really sneaky.
I'm a little bit scared for the FD transformation, the one where they're both platforms are down, because I feel like she's just gonna get abused when it when it gets to that point.
I mean, there are what was it, like a couple million transformations possible?
Yeah.
So maybe it won't even happen. We'll never know.
Maybe.
Speaking of RNG, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. As if we needed more.
But you see how CAUP is spacing his double jump to be right next to the ledge?
Yeah.
In that situation, you can opt to try to jump around Peach and grab a ledge if he's going for the up B bait specifically.
Oh, okay. So you can like double jump to grab ledge and also like dodge the parasol.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, that makes a little bit more sense.
You can jump over the potential parasol.
No, that'd be cool.
But it's because CAUP is specifically double jumping right next to the ledge, so he doesn't have room for like drift back, so he can up B.
Yeah.
Okay, Deems manages to even it up, and he's not getting that much mileage off of the down throw. CAUP's DI on all the... Oh, no.
Held down.
He down smashed in the wrong direction first.
Yeah.
But yeah, he needs to get better punishes out of it. You know, it's all thanks to CAUP's phenomenal SDI that he's not getting punished, but there are still ways to follow up, at least with more than just like a tilt. At least an aerial. Uh-oh. Oh, that ledge dash.
Yeah, see, like watching the set, like you wouldn't think that CAUP would have like ever had trouble against teams.
Right.
Like as much trouble as he had in the past.
Right. It looks, you know, either very even or, you know, yeah, very even.
Yeah. Very impressive.
Like I said, sometimes the difference is all in your head.
Yep.
Mental difference.
Yeah. I'll never count Deems out though. That man has won too many games resets against me to do that. So we'll probably find a way to pull it out.
There's one thing that's good about the way Deems plays is that he doesn't take a ton of huge risks in neutral because he's mostly focused on holding center stage. And like you said, he's very reliable.
Yeah. I feel like he doesn't take like huge risks, but he takes enough risks to be able to pull back a set.
Right, right.
Like to pull back a game.
Yeah.
Because if you're not taking risks at all, then you just like get run over.
Right.
But yeah, no, Deems is a very nice playstyle for like clutching out games like this. So wouldn't exactly count him out yet, but offstage position against Peach is not a great position to be in.
CAUP doesn't get the reverse on the nair though. Oh, gets out with that sneaky roll. Oh, the DI.
Peach nair is very fast.
And Deems' recovery has been very tricky. Obviously, historically in this matchup, Peach has a really easy time edge guarding Cheek, but Deems has been tricky enough to get enough chances on the when he comes. He's been trying to come back. Oh, that down tilt. There's that Armada down tilt in the corner. Doesn't have a double jump.
Okay, couldn't quite make it. Couldn't quite get the run off fair in time.
And especially, it's so hard, right? Cheek has to approach.
Yeah.
Which he's not amazing at.
Yeah. That aspect of the matchup is definitely hard for Sheik to deal with, I would say.
Alright. CAUP now putting Deems at the number.
We've seen it a couple times now.
Can Deems pull this back into a game 5?
Alright, no more sexual tension.
Somewhere out there, someone's writing a Georgia player fanfic.
I think someone already did.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to go into this right now.
Okay. All right. When I was younger, it would have been me.
Oh, okay.
But, oh, you slightly misspaced that fair. That's tough, right? You got to be kind of precise with that, which is sort of frustrating. Oh, no. The call out.
Great recovery. Still in it, though.
Oh, no. He went for the same. Yeah.
I don't think he... I guess maybe he missed you, but it seemed like such an error, like he grimaced, so thought maybe it was an execution error.
Dean's also been going for that early double jump when he's off stage. I guess he kind of has to go for it sometimes, but oh, that linked.
Yeah. Well, good stuff to CAUP.
Yeah, great stuff to CAUP.
Coaches out 3-1. Unfortunate for the boy.
We did get to see